All right, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Everyone stretch out your left hand. Okay, let the index finger touch your thumb. Okay, and place it next to your chin. And ask yourself, is that your chin or your cheek?
Yes, chin.
One of you got it right. Moral of the story, you saw me do it, that's why you repeated it. Moral of the story, actions speak louder than words. Yes or no? Yes. Right, and the next 20 minutes, I guarantee you a lot of action. Are we ready for it? Yes. All right, let's get started. Here's what I want you to do. Everyone pair up. Give a high five to your partner who's next to you. Yeah, don't hit them. Yeah, just give a high five. 45 seconds you have. Pitch your product or service to your partner. All right, and then we reverse it. 45 seconds is all that you have per person. Pitch your product or service to your partner, and then we do the reverse. Your time starts now. If you don't have a partner, find one. All right, time's up, time's up. Give a high five to your neighbor. Give a high five to your neighbor and say, I love your product, I want to buy it now. It doesn't work that way, right? It doesn't work that way. Okay. Let me give you an interesting example, okay? Let's say you are the owner at a pet store, okay? And you sell these little puppies to kids, okay? And you're at the counter right now, you're the sales executive, and a father walks in with a young child. The child is 6 years old, he's very excited, he wants to get a pup back home for his birthday, but the father is equally disappointed, right? Because he does not want the pup, because the pup is going to make a lot of mess around the house, who's going to take care of it, what about the expenses? But the kid is insisting, so he goes into the shop. And you are the salesperson there. What will be your pitch to the father? Raise your hands if you have the answer. What will be your pitch to the father? Everyone got the scenario, right? Yes? Say yes? Yeah. All right. Now, how will you sell that pup to the father?
The pup is potty trained.
The pup is potty trained. Well,
Smart pup.
the next thing I was going to hear is IoT pup, right? No. We can't, pet stores can't do potty training, right? For all the pets. So that's an additional expense. So in a conventional scenario, that might not really work. Even if it's potty trained, what about the expenses, right? Who's going to take the dog for a walk? The kid can't do that, right?
Don't let the smile go away from your child's face.
Wow. Yeah, that's interesting, right? Give him a round of applause, yeah. So don't let the smile go away from the child's face. That's a good remark. But what will the father keep thinking?
He will definitely buy.
His smile will go away.
He's still thinking of the mess. Good pitch, but he's still thinking of all the mess that the little pup is going to create, right? The kid does not have a sibling, so... Yeah, that's... No, but he has to ask the father first, right? Does he have a sibling or not, right? Otherwise, it can go in all the wrong directions, okay? I like the way you guys are thinking, yeah.
Along with giving you a pup, we also train your child how to take care of it.
Whoa, now we're getting into another business altogether, right? So imagine a little store at Avenue Road doing this. You know, they'll have a lot of kids where they have to train, additional expense. Doesn't work. So this is called the famous puppy dog close, okay? All that you have to do is tell the dad, hey, why don't you take this pup home for 2 days? If you don't like it, give it back. Right? Trial, yeah. Now what will happen in those 2 days? What will happen in those 2 days? You'll get fond of it. Who? I won't say the dad gets fond of the pup. The child will, right? He's going to go all around the house, play with this pup, right? And what's going to happen? I'm looking for that word. Attachment, bonding, emotions, right? The child will be emotionally connected to the pup. And if you're a human, if you see a little pup going around, even you will be to an extent emotionally bonded with it. Yes or no? Yes. Right? Now imagine after 2 days, the dad tells the pup, hey, I'm going to take this and give it back. What's going to happen? All hell is going to break loose. By the way, how many of you have kids here? 6 years? Yeah, you can understand. Sorry?
Not 6.
Yeah, but you get the idea. You get the drift, right? So all hell is going to break loose. Yes or no? Yes. Right? So moral of the story is people don't buy for logical reasons.
They buy for emotional.
People buy for emotional reasons. Yes or no? Yes. Right? When we buy a Mercedes Benz, we are not really buying a piece of metal which costs 40, 50 lakhs. It's the feeling. Hey, I have a Benz right now. Yes or no? Yes. Right? So what is the best way to express emotions? the best way to express emotions in your sales pitch? Okay, in your sales pitch, what is the best way to express emotions?
Understanding your customer.
Okay, so I understand the customer, but how do I express my emotions? Right, because that's how the other person is going to make a buying decision. Yes or no? Yes. Right, so how do I express my emotions? Eye contact, that's really important because it shows a level of connection, but is it really emotion? Like only if lovers exchange eye contact, yeah, there is some emotion there, right? You can't do that with a prospect.
You tell the client that it suits your personality and you try to connect with his life.
Connect with his life story. Who said that? Yeah, give him a round of applause. I have some chocolates as well. Here you go. Okay, I thought give him a big round of applause. Come on. It's a beautiful Friday morning. So the best way to express emotions is by telling a story. Okay? Which brings me to my next question. So who was the best storyteller here when you pitched your business in 45 seconds? Who told a story?
No one.
No one? No one? At least came close to telling a story?
We are trained for 30 seconds pitch.
You're trained for 30 seconds pitch, and I'm going to probably spend some time retraining you, right? Because how many of you think that a nice script story would have worked a lot better in those 45 seconds? Right? 45 seconds, if you are told a very nice story, crisp, I'm not saying storytelling has to go on for 10 minutes, a crisp story that would have worked better than your stats, yes or no? Yes. Right? So, I thought I'm going to give a chocolate for the person who came close to telling a story, so I'll keep it with myself. All right. You have to earn it, guys. So why is storytelling important in business? Before I go to the next slide, let me ask you, why do you think storytelling is important in business?
So you get connected.
To connect with the audience, absolutely.
It stays in your mind.
It stays in your mind. Should I give her a chocolate? Yeah, because it's close to my next point. Okay, if someone else grabs it, don't blame me. Okay, I'll try my best. Whoa. She got it. All right. Give her a round of applause, guys. Come on, yeah. By the way, clapping makes you more happy, right? Have you seen anyone clap and cry? No, right? So when we clap, let's do it wholeheartedly, okay? So first thing is filter the noise, right? Look, we are bombarded with 50 to 60,000 ads per day. There's so much of noise around us, everyone trying to get our attention. Stories help you filter that noise. Okay, look at this example. So there's an NGO called Save the Child. It's in Africa. They ran two types of campaigns. On one side, it was all about statistics. Okay, it was all about, how we use our funds, how many children need our help at this point of time, the kind of hunger scenario in Africa. That was one campaign. The other campaign spoke about this little girl called Rokia. It was a story about her, and it was talking about how she is suffering right now. Guess the results. The second campaign raised double the money. The second campaign raised double the money, all through storytelling. Just by telling a single powerful story. This is also called an identifiable victim effect. Right? So you identify someone, that one person, and that helps you tell the story. Look at the stats. So this is the money raised. That was, the left side was the statistical victim, right? It's all about stats. The right side was an identifiable victim, right? And the second campaign raised double than what the first one did, almost $2.83. They ran another campaign which combined both statistics and storytelling, right? So there was a powerful story and there was a lot of statistics along with it as well. Which do you think worked better, the previous one or the new one?
The previous one.
New one, statistics plus story. Raise your hands. New ones. Okay. The old one? All right, I can't give you so many chocolates. So you're right. Give yourselves another round of applause. So it's actually the new one, which had statistics plus story, still didn't outperform the one which only had a story. Right? So you have to master the art of storytelling if you want to take your business to the next level. The second advantage, okay, it helps you defend your pricing. How many of you have this challenge when it comes to interacting with your prospects and they're always hammering you down with respect to price? Raise your hands. Everyone, right? If no one's raising their hand, they've not done business in India at least. Right? We are a very price conscious market, right? So let's say there's coffee in this paper cup, okay, and this is what your mom made, and you sell it. How much do you think you can charge for this coffee? 5 rupees. Oh, that's okay. 5, 20, 15, okay. Homemade organic coffee, okay. Okay. What about this? What about this? Which Starbucks gives 120 rupees coffee, please? Right? This is easily 350. Who goes to Starbucks often out here? There you go. Kavita and Vikas, you go together? No. Okay, I'm not going to take this questionnaire forward. But this is easily 350 bucks just because of a logo. Yeah, branding, storytelling, call it whatever you want. Just because of a logo, this is 10x, 20x the price. Right? And is it better coffee? Kavita, Vikas?
We get vegan options.
You get, but if you make it at home, which one would Vikas prefer? Starbucks or a home coffee?
Starbucks, he likes homemade.
He has no option.
He has no. Right? So, I mean, a lot of us would prefer coffee which is homemade, right? You can do this probably once a week, twice a week, but you would still prefer coffee which is homemade, right? So, that's the power of storytelling. Differentiating from competition, right? Himalayan water. Do you know how much it costs 1 liter? Just check the price on Big Basket. 59 bucks on Big Basket right now. 1 liter. How much is Bisleri? 20 bucks. What's 3x? 3x. Why? Yeah, so they're creating the whole story around it, right? This is Himalayan fresh water dropping from the glaciers, the purest form of water, energizes you, antioxidants. What is that? It's a story. It's a story, right? And do you think I'll negotiate in terms of pricing? No, you give it to me at 25 bucks, 30 bucks. No, I've believed their story, right? If you look at Red Bull, how many of you consume Red Bull out here? Red Bull. We've all had it, right? Varun, how much does it cost? 30, 40?
40,000 minimum.
You have not had 40,000.
No, of course I've had. No, a can of Red Bull is 90 bucks, right? 90 bucks. Yes, I like it. Okay, now the audience is getting it. He has a story. I like that part. What is the story, my friend? Okay, I don't know which story this is, but I like the fact that someone used the word story out here. But this costs about 90 bucks, okay? And what's the story Red Bull is trying to tell you? Gives you wings. So the perception in our minds is if you have a long day at work or you have to, hit a party, somehow this drink is going to give you lots of energy. Right? That's the perception that they've created in your mind, and that's storytelling at its best. I mean, 90 bucks if you get a fruit salad for 50 bucks will give you far more energy than Red Bull. Yes or no? Yes. But will you have fruits?
No.
Right? So that is storytelling, guys. It's about the perception in your mind. Okay, that's so 3 advantages of storytelling: filter the noise, defend your pricing, and differentiate from competition. Right? Another example: INS Vikrant, Bajaj INS Vikrant V15. What's the story they are trying to tell you? The warship, right? INS Vikrant was a legendary warship, the aircraft carrier which was used in wars, right? And this bike apparently has metal made from that warship. So they're trying to infuse the whole patriotic angle to it, right? So when you're riding the bike, it's as if, you are on a ship or you're in a battlefield, right? And you're part of that story. You're part of that war story. We cannot become soldiers. We cannot become army men, but somehow we are somewhere connected to it. Make sense? Yep. Right? Here's a very important point. When you're telling your story, you've got to be authentic. Okay, you can't fake it. Right? You fake it to a certain extent, but it'll only backfire. So when you are creating your story, you've got to be true to yourself. Does everyone believe they have a story to tell? Yes. Anyone out here who feels, no, my life doesn't have any story? Or my business doesn't have a story? No one?
People have multiple stories.
People have lots of stories. There's a storyteller hidden inside of us, which is always waiting to come out. Yes or no? Yes. Right? We create multiple stories every single day. So the benchmark to create a good story is you've got to be authentic. Okay, now the $1 million question. So what we're going to do is everyone is going to create a story for their business today. Sounds exciting? Yeah. Right? So how do you create a story for your business? In India, where do we get inspired if we want to create a story? The mother house of stories.
On holidays.
Bollywood.
Bollywood. Who said that? I cannot give you more chocolates. Okay, yeah. So Bollywood, right? Bollywood is the land of stories, right? So how does Bollywood make a story? Let me give you the start. There's a hero.
Narendra Modi. Attack. Like movie.
Sorry?
Narendra Modi writes the story.
Narendra. Okay, I'm just giving you a framework. I know you're a big fan of Narendra Modi. Okay, so there's a hero, okay, in every Bollywood story, and the hero is chasing a
Heroine.
yeah, villain. Okay, I don't know which Bollywood movies you're watching, where the hero is chasing a villain.
Chasing this villain only. They watch short Bollywood.
Okay, he's going after whom? Who does he want? Okay.
Hero.
Yeah.
Hero nowadays.
Hero wants a hero. Yeah, I mean, we are an open society right now. That's completely cool. But hero is chasing the dream girl, right? Yes or no? Right? That's what's happening in a lot of Bollywood stories, right? And then what's the problem? So hero is chasing the dream girl, and there is a villain. There's a villain, right? Plus, there's one very important factor for any Bollywood movie to succeed.
Song.
Father.
Yeah, so she was close to it. Give her a round of applause. Yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, but you'll have to do some work to get there. Okay. So you have an item song as well, right? That's what they think is a good story. Okay. Sorry? Sorry? Selling.
Sunny Leone.
This is a different session. It's a session on storytelling. Okay. Business storytelling is pretty similar to Bollywood storytelling. Okay. All we are doing here is removing the girl part, okay? And of course, there's no item song. But the rest of it remains the same. There is a hero, right? There is a dream, and there's a villain. It's as simple as that. Storytelling is not complex. It's very simple, and Bollywood is the best inspiration, okay? Now, when I say hero, who's the hero of your business? Who's the hero of your business? Yourself. Okay, stand up. Whoever said yourself, stand up. Okay, yourself. Okay. Who else can be a hero? Product. Who said product? Stand up. Stand up, stand up. Product or services, I'll just, for now, nomenclature, I'll just use the word product, okay? So it could be you, it could be a product.
Your inspiration or
Your
idea.
USP?
Yeah, so that'll be part of the story, but I'm saying who's the hero? Give me a definite hero, right?
Service.
Sorry?
The person.
So that's you. So I'm running the business, I'm the hero of my business, so I could create a story around me. I could create a story around my product.
A store.
Client, stand up, yeah. You could have a story around your customer, right? Right, where the customer is the hero. Brilliant. What else? Price. How is price the hero?
You say better than others.
No, that's not typically part of storytelling, right? Your price, if you say your price is your hero, there will be a lot of challenges. I'll get to that a bit. The brand or the company, right? The company can also be a hero. Please stand up, yeah. These are the 4 heroes for today. Give them a round of applause, yeah. Thank you. Just wanted, sorry? Sure. Wow, that's a new story you guys are scripting right now. Okay. So, the hero could simply be either you, or your company, or your product, or the customer. Accordingly, your dream will change and the villain will change, right? If the hero is me, my dream could be about, helping people solve this particular problem because I was in this problem and I didn't know what to do. I figured out the solutions and now I have a comprehensible plan to solve this problem. Yeah, that's my dream. Yes or no? Yes. Right? And the villain could be anything. It could be, competition. It could be I didn't have money to do it. Remember, failure always works, right? Stories of failures connect with people. Right?
Villains can be relatives also.
No, they are villains. Where there's a will, there are relatives, yeah, remember that. So, it could be anyone, it just needs to connect with the other person, right? If you had an option, which one of these 4 would you choose? Which story do you think will work better? Customer? Let me flip the question. If you had to remove 2 parts from here, which 2 heroes would you not include in, if you're the director, of course?
You and product.
You'll remove me. I mean, you'll remove yourself.
From the story.
You is very powerful, guys. You is extremely powerful. Right? Because if I'm buying from you, We like to buy from people who we like and trust, right? And if the you is removed from that story, it's going to be difficult for you to tell that story. I'm not telling it's not possible. It's just going to be a little more difficult. So who would you remove out here? Which two?
You and customer, so the decision will automatically happen.
Company.
You'll remove company
And product.
and product. Why? I'll give you a chocolate if you tell me why. The answer is right. The answer is right.
It's a sure shot that
Connect with the customer.
Intangible, non-living. Give him a round of applause. There you go, my friend. Yeah. You got to work on your catching skills, but okay. So they're dead, right? Company. Can you hug a company?
No.
No, right? Can you show emotions to a company? No. Can you do it with a product? No. No, right? Unless your product is a teddy bear, right? You can hug it, right? But you and the customer, right? These are living entities, right? They have emotions. So ideally, you would want to choose the first and the last.